Here's a couple of quick things. Mirror, beautiful, doesn't work. So how much is that going to cost? Wiper, these are long wiper, older. You're going to say, yeah, well, it's 7-8 years. Exactly. Well, there's a cost. So everything has a cost to it. This mirror needs to be fixed. Remember, they told you, this is pristine. It's awesome. I maintain this. I'm awesome at doing what I do.
It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, about to inspect this 2016 Newmar Dutch Star 4369. Now, today's a little bit of a twist. We have a team that is actually inspecting this Newmar today. We're here to kind of shadow, see how they're doing, and film so that you'll know what they found. So stick around. Let's see what Jay and Cheryl have to share with us later as the day progresses.
All right, first glimpse, with a twist. We showed up on time, the team's already here, trying to get a head start. And I wanted to bring this topic because this is awesome. Newmar, used unit, we have the owners here. I can also see, listening to people, you will have a lot of information, so listen to the people when they talk to you. So this gentleman already gave me a lot of information on his personality, who he is, what he is. And I can already see that I can build a report with confidence of a lot of things that needs to be addressed. And I was going to bring this topic because the slide out are a line for now when it's closed up. Our crew was told that, no, they already went to have it aligned and that's the best they could do. And listen, we've seen a lot of Newmars, they can adjust this without any problem. Which brings me to the other topic. The advantage of having an inspector team is a little bit like that Greg Biffle accident that just happened not too long ago. You're going to say, how does that aircraft relates to RV inspection? Well, let me put it this way. As we all know, the one who followed this and his incident or accident, fatal, by the way, when the workload becomes too much because you got to go with the alarm and all the things you're going to look at, and all of a sudden you're alone to deal with all of this, you end up with a big problem. Same thing with an RV inspection. We share the workload. One of the team members does this, the other one does this. So if and when there's something going from the inside out, you relate together and the workload is actually lighter and you can actually land this RV in a good position. So that was my 2 cents about this. Let's go check what we have on different aspects on here. So this is what I'm talking about. You end up here, there's a lot of gaps in the front. In the back, it's not sitting properly. And you're told that it's the best they could do. It's not the best they could do. They can actually reline this. We've seen this before and we're kind of familiar with this. So let's go check what lunchtime's going to bring us. For now, let's go check where Jay and Cheryl are at.
So come on in, let's see my first glimpse and my stow and go. So at the first glimpse, we know that the steps are not retracting in and out. Or I should say, they are retracting in and out. They're not staying out when we push the button to keep them out. So we'll have to check on that. But let's come through here. So my stow and go is great. I can walk all the way through, get all the way through to my half bath so that I can go in there. It's not a shower. I can get to my refrigerator, my pantry, and I can even get to bed. Now, in this particular situation, I can actually sleep because it's not a tilt-a-bed, so my slide does not have to go out for me to go to bed. And I can roll over and take a shower if I want to. So the stow and go is fantastic. As far as the first glimpse, we have a little glimpse of something going on with the slides, which we'll show you a little bit later. So stick around and we'll tell you all about those slides. Yeah.
Lunchtime recap. Let's go check what we have in the bedroom over there. On this corner of this slide out, I had readings this morning. Made me kind of seek inside. And you might see that inside we also have crack tiles in this section. Is everything related? I don't know. So I got readings, so I went inside, went to check the cupboards. Then the same thing with the roof here. I ended up here. We can actually see that maintenance wasn't a forte. Let's say that someone could have done better, but we'll see that on used units. Sometimes people don't take the time, don't come up here. And the advantage of cleaning is you're actually going to see defects, cracks, or also maybe if you wanted to clean your drains, so that way it will stop puddling up into your trim rail. So little detail that we will see, little cracks that we find here and there, slide out topper that could be getting detached at one point. We check every AC, making sure that they're well anchored, that this doesn't become a projectile. As Jay is logging in every square inch of the unit, I just help them out to see if we don't have any other fiberglass split or different failure into the fiberglass system itself. And then I got water that puddled there, so it rusted the corner, but hey, everything is fixable. And I don't have any water reading inside, either in the cupboard or the floor, so that's good. On the rear end of this engine, this is what I got. So what I have here is I have an owner that's convincing me that this system is not what it is. So that's why I don't argue with people. I just claim facts. I just show you what I find. So in this particular case, this U-joint right down here is actually starting to be loose. I got play in it. So this will need to be addressed and changed. On this hydraulic little gearbox there, well, you know, oh, everything is fine, everything is good. Typical owner claiming, you know, what's all good about their rig. So that's my point. I can already see new oil going right down there, and that's what we're gonna go see. So as I come down here, that's what I was telling you. This U-joint is actually loose. So I got play in this U-joint. So if you're there, might as well change this one. This is your hydraulic box. There's oil seeping, leaking all the way down there. And I'm gonna say this, when people tell you, trust me, believe me, I always do everything right. Always doubt what people are gonna say. There's a reason why people defend themselves. For example, this door opening awning. Don't you think there's a part missing there? Well, I don't know what that is, but all right, so that's about it for me now. We're gonna go in the undercarriage a little bit later. Let's go check what Lowell and Cheryl found inside.
So it's lunchtime, and we are having a ball in here today. Cheryl is finding a few things, nothing huge, although she is finding something right over there that is coming away from the wall. It's the little console area beside the passenger seat, and the screws have all loosened up. But let me show you the floor. So coming here into the bedroom, we have some cracked floor tiles as well in the living room. So check this out. So I'm finding a few cracked tiles in the floor here in the bedroom. As you can see right there is one crack coming from the side of the slide. And then in the slide, there is my next crack right there. Then I'm going to take you to the front and show you something up there. Okay, same slide coming to the front. You know, one of the first things we saw when we walked through was the ripple seal right here. And then when you get closer looking, you can see that the slide has dipped down right here. So it is behind that ceramic, needs some adjusting, and there's a gouge in the ceramic tile right there. So they're going to have to call Newmar and see what would it cost to have this fixed so that they can decide, do they want to go ahead with the purchase of the unit, which once they have their report, they'll have all of their ducks in a row and can make a good educated decision on the price that they want to offer on this RV. But then coming into the bathroom. Now, I haven't done the water, or I should say, Cheryl hasn't done the water yet. But what we do know is that this mirror right here is loose. Now, if you have an RV like this, make sure that you check the glue back here, because I personally have had this mirror laying right against these lights before. So the one thing you don't want is to be going down the road and hear a crash and all of your glass breaks. But this afternoon, we're going to be able to do all of our water, see if everything leaks or nothing leaks. Let's hope nothing leaks, right? That's the hope. And if you like videos like this, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share it with your friends. And if you're sitting at home thinking, you know, I think I'd like to be an RV inspector like Jay and Cheryl, go to our website, fill out the form, we'll get back to you. We'll see you at the end of the day.
All right, end of the day recap. Why do you have an inspection? Here's a couple of quick things. Mirror, beautiful, doesn't work. So how much is that going to cost? Wiper, these are long wiper, older. You're going to say, yeah, well, it's 7-8 years. Exactly. Well, there's a cost. So everything has a cost to it. This mirror needs to be fixed. These wiper needs to be fixed. The awnings, the customer has the 2 arms that goes in there with the pin so the Girard awning can come out. It's not been fixed. Here's the 2 arms, but I don't want to get involved. All right, well, there's money. Entrance door awning. What do you think about that? It's not there. Omitted, gone. Remember they told you, this is pristine. It's awesome. I maintain this. I'm awesome at doing what I do. This is why, people, you need to have an RV inspection. And I'm going to avoid all the little things that we found through this, but there was a lot of things, and there's a lot of money involved at the end of the day, that now they have the gist of how much money they're going to have to spend to bring this unit from the retail price that it should be, the worth price that it is, to how much they're going to be asking, because now they're going to go on trips to Cummins, to Napanee at Newmar, to Gaffney, South Carolina for the Freightliner chassis. There's a lot involved sometime in a used unit. Keep that in mind. Let's go check what Laurel has inside, because I'm out for the day.
So it's the end of the day, and it's been a great day following Jay and Cheryl around. They did fantastic, really fantastic. She's not paying attention. She did a really good job. But at the end of the day, it was to find whatever we could that could possibly be wrong with this coach. We didn't find a horrible amount of things, but we do have some things to tell you about. So I'm going to first show you the windows over here, because you can see quite a difference in the fog, right, between those. And we also have this one over here as well. As you can see all that fog. And you know, guys, after years of being on the road and meeting a lot of you, we realized that it's time to slow down and we want to connect with you. So June 11th to the 14th, 2026, we are having the Blue Ox Family Roundup Rally, and we're excited to meet you. So check out our website. It's the only place that you can reserve your tickets. Now we're going to go in the back. So coming back here into the bathroom, which it is an absolute gorgeous bathroom. Check this out. So, you know, you've got your washer and dryer over here, and then the shower. And did the shower leak? Of course the shower leaked. Was it a huge leak? No. Is it something that they can fix and just put some sealant on? Yes, of course they can. And of course the sinks, these double sinks over here, they did not leak. But let's go on in here. Let's check out the tall stall. And if you are 6'4" and shorter, you're going to be just fine inside this shower stall. So, you know, at the end of the day, we think to ourselves, life is too short to sit in one place. Turn that key on and drive. It's time to find some adventures. So remember, and do never forget. It's not about the destination.
It's all about the journey.
Let's see what Shay, what the heck's their name?
All right, ready? It's not about the destination.
It's all about the journey.
Perfect. One take.